Let's start off with whether Andrew Hastie should be going to Taiwan. Now, here in part is what Peter Dutton had to say, of course, the Leader of the Opposition, that he backs the freedom of diplomacy that meant Nancy Pelosi was in that part of the world, pissing off China.
Well, yes, she should have, and I'm pleased that she did, because the reaction from China is completely over the top, and it's disproportionate to the visit by the Speaker of the House of Representatives in the world's biggest democracy to visit an independent country.
Rowan, out of government, but what do you think about Andrew Hastie going to Taiwan to show it's a separate country and we're willing to stand up for him?
Well, absolutely, Paul. He must go. He should go. It's the right thing to do. Standing up to bullies is what you do. You don't kowtow to bullies. I was always appalled by the fact that Qantas, for example, refused to even call Taiwan by its name. That's kowtowing to the Chinese Communist Party. We have to stand up to them, because if we don't, our kids or our grandkids will be forced to stand up to them militarily and lives will be lost. So you don't appease bullies. You go for what is right. Taiwan is an independent country of the same size as Australia, some 25 million people. They deserve our support. They deserve our moral support. And good on Andrew Hastie. He should go. He must go.
Now, also, Pauline, what about Snickers? You know, the chocolate bar, surprise, surprise, the fat guy wants to talk about chocolate bars. They had to say sorry because they said that that Taiwan is its own country. Now, we're in a pretty weird world where we've got the Greens and the Labor Party talking about de-escalating, but China is intimidating the owners of chocolate bar manufacturers about whether you call a country or not.
Paul, look, I think it's just got to the bottom of the barrel. I think it's ridiculous what they're bitching and complaining about now. Look, I differed with Rowan over this. I don't believe that Andrew Hastie should be going. They are not government. If they were going to do it, why didn't Peter Dutton go to Taiwan himself as minister, as the government? We have a new government now. Andrew Hastie is shadow minister. There's no rush to go over there and show strength for what? Because he's not in government. So I disagree. I don't think he should be actually going over there at this time. Let's see how it pans out. I don't think we need to stir the pot any further than what we are. We've made our stance about the COVID. We've made a stance about Taiwan. I think they know our stance and all this. Why more of the taxpayers' dollars sending Hastie over there? As he said, he's not rushing off there. If he goes over, it should not be made by the media. He should make a quiet visit there and just listen if he needs to listen to anything.
Well, Nicholas Rees, you have the casting vote here.
Well, look, I 100% agree you don't kowtow to bullies, and Australia should continue to confidently assert our own sovereignty, stand up for our values, and we should stick up for Taiwan as well, another democracy. But I also don't think we should engage in unnecessary acts of provocation, and with the Chinese military running
Rees Hansen Unity ticket
in Taiwan space at the moment, I don't think it's particularly smart or timely for Andrew Hastie to do a trip like that.
All right, well, as I said, the Pauline Hanson, Nicholas Rees Unity ticket, you saw it here first. Now, Pauline, what about Indonesia? Apparently one of their ministers...
I stand up to bullies, don't worry about that. And I am all for, standing up against China to do with Taiwan, but you do it in a way that makes common sense.